What's good, good people? Vets, let's talk. No diploma, no problem. Navy lowering requirements to meet recruitment goals. Hey, I found this art. Whoa. Let me back up a little bit, man. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments. If there is any, I know it's not though. But anyway, that's besides the point. With that being said, I'd like you guys to click that like, share, and subscribe. You already know what I say. HBO special. Haven't really reached out to anybody to do any interviews to talk about transition. That's gonna be coming back up here soon once I build up some momentum with me and my mental. So I'm just gonna get on here and just talk about different things that's going on in the military. And I would really like to know what you guys think about this no diploma, no problem with the Navy. Do I think it's a big deal? No, I don't. There's a lot of people out there think it's a big deal. Yes, they do. But I found this article, found it interesting, and I would like to know what you guys think. The U.S. Navy is starting to enlist individuals who didn't graduate from school or get a GED, making the second time in about a year that the service has opened the door to lower performance recruits as it struggles to meet enlistment goals. I don't know, low performing. I don't know if that's a term they should have used for that because it's a lot of individuals in the military right now that's performing way below what they should be performing. Well, they're talking about education. I'm gonna say this: it's a lot of people that don't meet the requirements as far as GED high school diploma can do a way better job than a lot of people. I'm gonna say that, but you might think different. You might think different. Yeah, there's some guys out there that life probably took another turn other than the turn that individuals did by graduating high school. I know mine. I did, so I can sit back and vouch like, hey, everybody deserves a second chance, but some people think that they don't. That's neither here nor there, but I do believe there needs to be a second chance. But let me keep reading. The decision follows a move in December 2022 to bring a larger number of recruits who score very low on the Army Service Qualification Test. Both are fairly rare steps that the other military service largely avoid or limit, even though they are all finding it increasingly difficult to attract the dwindling numbers of young people who can meet the military physical, mental, and moral standards. It's a lot of soldiers that's not meeting the standard there and there in the military right now. And there's some truth behind that. It's a lot of individuals out there coming out of high school that can fully meet the standards of the military, but that's really not their goal. The military is not for everybody. I'm gonna sit back and say that. There's been like a huge decrease with the young people coming out saying that they want to, I talked about it before, coming out of high school saying that they would like to join the military. Why that is, it's a variable of things. And I think this article that I'm reading shares part of that. Jobs, benefits are meeting the standards the same standards that the military meets. And some of these jobs are paying for these kids to go to school. And me personally, I think a lot of these kids are looking at the fact that in their cities they have a large number of homeless veterans or veterans not doing so well after the military. Probably a big factor in why they're not sitting back and saying, "Yeah, I want to join the military." They see no benefit in it. But let me keep reading. Under the new plan, Navy recruits without an education will be able to join as long as they score 50 or above on the qualification test, which is out of 99. The last time the service took individuals without education was in 2000. I think I remember that. I think I do remember that. I don't even think it was 2000. I think it was 99 or 98. I'm showing a little bit of my age. Yeah, I'm in my 40s. So I think it was around that time. I think I know the Army around 98 or 99 was accepting individuals without a high school diploma because they was trying to meet recruitment standards. Okay, let me get back to it. We got thousands of people into our recruiting stations every year that want to join the Navy but do not have the education credentials. And we just turn them away, said Vice Admiral Rick Cheeseman. I think that's that guy's name, Cheeseman. I hope I'm saying that right. The Navy Chief of Personnel in an interview Friday with Associated Press. He said the that more than 2,400 who were turned away last year, as many as 500 of them could score high enough to get in. He said, oh, that's a question. So, well, let me keep reading. He said he has already sent order to his recruiters to start the new expanded effort I'm hoping all my recruiters have called all 2,400 of them in the last 72 hours. And we'll see how it goes. We'll try to get more test takers this weekend. So I'm kind of confused right there. So they let these individuals take the test knowing that they didn't have a high school diploma or GED, and now they're sitting back saying they want to call them back and get them to come back in to take the test. I don't know why Dangle would carry it in front of the face if they didn't qualify in the first place, and they didn't qualify. But maybe this is probably something that they knew that was going to take place. I don't know. And they just giving an excuse to sit back and say, hey, we got this many people that could possibly pass this test, but they said 500 scored high enough to get in. I don't know. I'd just like to know what you guys think. In the wake of the pandemic, the services has forced significant enlistment challenges. Enlistment challenges. COVID-19 forced the military to shut down recruiting stations, and they were of closed out of high schools and many public fairs of events where they historically found success reaching prospective candidates. See, that's something I didn't see that much even before COVID-19. So I don't, at least in this area, and a little bit in Chicago, not in Texas or Chicago. I really didn't see them out recruiting as much as they were supposed to be back before COVID. So I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they was trying to add something, a reason to why they wasn't getting the numbers back then. But even as things opened up, the military struggled to compete with higher paying businesses in the tight job market, particularly as companies began to offer the types of benefits such as college funding that had often made the military a popular choice. Those economic problems were only exacerbated by the sharp political divide in the country and young people fears of being killed or injured going to war. That's always been like a thing. You get a particular type of person that want to go into infantry and say they're going to go in there die for their country. Most people get out of schools, with the fears of not knowing what they're going to do, who they're going to become. So the next best thing for them to do is join the military. A lot of this stuff that I just read off today, I don't necessarily agree with, but I want to know what you guys think. I do. I would sit back and say I do, and would say everybody deserves a chance, a second chance, because we all have problems. We all have been a. It's just that some people's problem didn't allow them to get in as much trouble as the next person. Can we sit back and agree on that? Probably not with some people, but at the end of the day, I want to know what you guys think. You know, no matter what you say, I'll listen because my opinion is just my opinion. It's just that. It's just what I think, and your opinion is your opinion. It's not really based on facts. It's just an opinion. Because at the end of the day, you or I can do anything about what they're doing with the military today. Got a quote by George Shaw. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Take that into consideration. Let's talk. Who's up next for formation? Out.